Alternis. I know he does not like zoners, especially on Wi-Fi, and given that Zelda is the queen of zoning, especially on Wi-Fi, we're going to see how Alternis manages to adapt to this.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alternis already been like, alright, I'm gonna get up against the wall. I'm like, get over here.
But Alternis is definitely taking the brawl approach where you don't quite do much up until you see them start to move.
Yeah, whoever moves first is usually the loser in certain situations.
Absolutely. Never want to commit too much.
Oh, okay, nice counter on the knight, but unfortunately it doesn't get him back to safety. He does go under the stage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, just getting pushed back.
For sure.
ZeroTwoNone able to throw out some of those longer lasting hitboxes to catch Alternis anytime he does try to approach for a punish.
Hey bro, we armored through that. Did you see that?
We do.
And reading the roll in. Seems like a lot of these players are trying to read those roll in.
Wow, that covered so much space.
Ah, the last little bit. Oh, that's right.
So I actually like the fact that ZeroTwoNone went for that down tilt. Like, that wasn't anything true, but the fact that the knight hit him again to stagger his shield made it true. So shout out to him for knowing to go for that. That was insane.
Because that's just like a hit stun trap sort of thing.
For sure. I will say, knight is definitely one of the best setup tools in the game, just given the sheer distance it covers, a lot of the setup potential it has. It does cover a lot of these bigger stages very effectively, especially against characters like Mac. Oh my goodness.
I will not say it's the best in the game. I will say you don't know what it fully does. It is terrifying.
Yeah, I'm saying one of the best. I'm not trying to, it's up there.
Yeah, if you're not able to recognize the forms and what they do, you might just be caught off guard by any of them at any time.
That is fair. I mean, you can always trade with it. The biggest thing that that we saw, but I don't know if a lot of people capitalize on, is the fact that once you fully charge it, if you are right on top of Knight, it'll push you, but it won't. And if you keep dashing towards it, it'll push you, but it won't actually hit you because of the sword coming out so far. So you can just run against it, and it won't actually hit you. And I've had plenty of interactions.
So it's got a blind spot in the front, practically.
Yeah, just like Donkey Kong's F Smash, where if you're running into him, it just goes around you. It's very similar to that. So it's just something to. It's definitely a move that you have to know all of its functionalities, and it's difficult to keep up with all of it. But once you know them, you're able to capitalize on them. And it also it almost makes her wall just kind of seem pseudo. So everything she does is kind of like pseudo pressure.
That's fair.
That makes sense. I mean, it's like if you don't know how to give it the appropriate space, yeah, you'll give it too much space, and then all of a sudden it's just like, well, there's almost like a dead zone inside where it's like you just can't. I mean, that's true of not just the Phantom, but also Zelda. Zelda has a bit of a dead zone sometimes when she's on ground. And that's what I think Alternis is trying to get inside, right? So you see him either getting it way, way, way out far, to the point where he won't get hit by things like the knight or the Biden's fire, or he's right up in your face. There are no other, there's no in between.
True. A unique advantage I say that Mac has with a lot of cases.
Okay.
No!
Kind of pushes him off.
You hate to see it.
Right, but we were seeing a lot of shield pressure from Alternis last game. This time we didn't get the actual shield break he's looking for, but let's see if we can get another one.
You know what I also just realized? No one really goes for that frame 1 shield against Knight. Because if you force her to throw out the Knight early, she's kind of committed because she has to, throw her hand forward for whatever reason.
Very true. Like I said, though, it may be.
Oh my god.
Coverage.
That move is so obnoxious. Oh my god!
Oh my god, ZeroTwoNone thinking
Kidding me?
big here.
He's taking 16%.
Bro.
He's just he's F smashing him too. It's like this guy is like really reading Alternis' brain right now.
Well, F Smash has. Oh my god.
He took 16% that whole game. Are you
Oh,
okay?
I believe this is the best of 5, however. So,
Oh my god.
this is winners finals. So, Alternis
Oh,
has
it's
a little bit of
best of
time
five?
to shape up. Yeah.
It's best of 5, but does that even matter?
Oh my god.
Alternis has
Whoa,
to
of course
switch
it
up
matters.
completely. He has to make it a complete 100% reverse.
In my mind, that would have been... In my mind, because the way I think that would have been game set point, I do not have the mental fortitude to get to take 60% and just... Yeah. But, however, Alternis... Definitely one of the more, as a seasoned Mac main, definitely one of the stronger mentalities in this region. We'll see
No,
what
that's
he
true.
can do to adjust.
Yeah, the guy takes a looking, but you know, he keeps going.
Yeah. We all can learn from that.
That was insane.
Oh my god, that was great setup. It's ZeroTwoNone. No matter, it goes to show you, no matter how slow your character is, if you got the ball rolling, then there's nothing that can stop you, you know? It's, momentum's a powerful thing.
Alright, so it looks like Battlefield is going to be the pick for this stage. And I'm wondering, so I don't know how Zelda does on this stage as opposed to a flat one. So I know that she typically prefers long flat stages and everything as a zoner. But the triplats, do they actually give her any new confirms or any combos that might not be possible on like a flat stage?
It gives her teleport cancels an easier access, and it also makes her up being out of shield on ground much more viable for the fact of the punish is a lot less fatal because the downtime is a lot less strong.
So I haven't seen a whole lot of teleport cancels. Usually ZeroTwoNone is using it as like a damage option. So how let's see how often we'll be seeing some of the more movement specific tech.
For sure. Definitely Alternis being, it looks like he's going for a sort of counter zoning thing where maybe Refake will have the options, you know, as someone who can switch between ledge, zoning from the ledge and offensive pressure if he could. I wonder if he's gonna kind of play that kind of hot and cold game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alternis actually led them pretty well, but I mean it doesn't get the kill, unfortunately. He did it the other way.
Which is normal. Alternis establishing a lot of very strong stage control.
Yeah, and this actually just shows like the areas that Zelda struggles, like people that actually have things that can go the full length of the screen.
Yo, the rebounds though? Alternis pulling this right back, doesn't die. Still make this work, keep that first stock going.
What did I tell you? Alternis just needed that game 3, dog.
Right, but it's the Wii Fit that's giving him the most leverage, and I think, not only the Wi-Fi, but also this matchup, I think it helps so much. This could play Wii Fit.
Well, so Zelda's zoning tools kill, right? That's fantastic and all, but they're all super slow. So when you deal with characters that can cover the entire stage with a zoning tool that doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but still enough to stagger you, Zelda really can't answer.
Oh, so he doesn't protect the stage spike, but ZeroTwoNone actually saves him by popping a postage of leg.
Alternis is all over this man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he knows he's gotta be. He plays aggressive characters, but playing Wii Fit aggressive is pretty crazy.
And just right there where you saw he sat in shield, but it didn't actually hit his shield, it just pushed him.
He's got that deep breathing now. ZeroTwoNone's got to stay in shield, but not for too long because the shield break could be on the way.
Very true. Looks like Alternis definitely took those first 2 games to just look at where ZeroTwoNone excels and see where he can kind of step out these giant hitbox.
Oh, wow. Sour spot's the dare.
Yeah, with 40 active frames, you can't get sweet spot all 40.
I mean, right.
And you know what? Good.
Yeah, right? It's what she deserved.
It's probably better
Yo,
than
get him
Zelda.
out of here. And look, that didn't even push. He just went straight past.
I think he still had the invincibility frames. Is that?
Not quite sure.
It just looked like he was flashing a little bit from the angel platform while in shield. I don't know if that makes a difference. How about I think that?
Right.
Oh
Yeah, but that's okay. You still got a stock to play with. ZeroTwoNone sitting at 37%. Looks like Alternis not like it. 1 or 2 strings and makes it work happen.
no. Well, that ball is still holding, coming in clutch for the board.
Alternis has held the lead for the
There he is.
duration of this game.
Trying to mix up his timings with the headers as well, so he avoids the reflection. Back hit.
Ah,
You forget that has multiple hitboxes.
Who forgets?
Now
I didn't
that was
forget.
a great workout.
I don't think anybody forgot. They just didn't think it was
You
going to
can't air
connect.
dodge through that easily. It's not simple.
It's pretty active. But all right, so look at that. You two all negative Nancy's.
Well, I mean, hey, all I know is I saw a very, very convincing game that now looks like Alternis has made the adjustments that I wanted him to see.
Oh, that you wanted to see. Yeah. All right. So going into game 4, Alternis taking that game 3 very convincingly. You know, it wasn't anything like super insane, like not a 2 stock, wasn't a heavy-handed 3 stock, but kept the lead the entire game, right? So definitely making those adjustments, doing fantastically.
you gotta wonder if ZeroTwoNone is shaken, because that was a very, very. I would say it wasn't like total. It wasn't like a total, but it was a very convincing game.
For sure. So it looks like they're going to go back to the same stage. Alternis banned FD and Smashville, which is interesting because I thought he would ban something like FD and Kalos, FD and Town, but he does choose to go with Smashville. In this case, I think he wants to get those stages maybe with Wii Fit more than he does with his normal characters.
Very true.
He's doing that spike into the platform. They cover with ball a lot, and I love it.
Oh, it definitely shows the resourcefulness that comes from Wii Fit. Not only Wii Fits, but also Alternis' Wii Fit.
Wow, so
Whoa.
the exact opposite way. So the knight into back air. What an interesting.
Honestly, I think he was DIing that way. I was DIing that way.
I would have.
So ZeroTwoNone playing very differently.
Oh my god. ZeroTwoNone off the ledge at the same time.
Actually, it seems like ZeroTwoNone kind of figured out which parts of the stage where Alternis was doing the best, and he's kind of shutting all those areas down.
Right. Let the roll in.
Oh, man.
All the same.
Alternis is so cool. No!
He hasn't teched hardly any of these stage spikes, and I think now he needs to start picking up on
Checking on Wi-Fi is super hard, dog.
It is extremely hard, but you gotta get your timings right. Otherwise, you won't get stocks.
That's for sure. ZeroTwoNone playing super aggressively. Honestly, that's the adjustment that he's made, and I think is paying off super well for him. We see him setting up a lot. I mean, he's still getting a decent amount of these knights out, but he's setting up so much less, right? So he's going in and trying to cover with Zelda, which is not a bad idea. But before he was just trying to control the space, now he's just, I am the space. Oh my god, just do it again?
Yeah, and that's pretty crazy.
Gracious.
You know, so you saw Alternis make that adjustment with Wii Fit in that last game, but in this game, it seems like their momentum kind of switched up. So ZeroTwoNone is now the one going in.